Most videos about mixing flowers with food plants are really just about making a pretty pot. This one is about what those flowers are actually doing, and why some of these combinations are working a lot harder than they look. Certain flowers grown next to certain food plants aren't decorating, they're working. The marigold isn't next to your tomatoes because it looks nice. It's there for what its roots are doing underground. The pot looks beautiful, but it's also running a quiet pest defense system, and most people planting these combinations have absolutely no idea. Combo 1. Marigolds. French marigolds, Tagetes patula, next to tomatoes or peppers. The roots produce compounds called thiophene, which are toxic to root knot nematodes. Nematodes are microscopic soil pests that damage roots from underneath and stunt growth while the plant looks fine on top. This isn't folk wisdom, it's been studied. There's a catch though. The effect builds over a full growing season. The marigold needs to go in at planting time, not dropped in halfway through summer when you've already got a problem. The scent also confuses aphids and whiteflies. Doesn't repel them exactly, but it masks the smell of the food plant. They get disoriented. They move on. Your tomato leaves stay clean while everyone else's are sticky. Combo 2. Nasturtiums. Nasturtiums next to herbs. Basil, coriander, parsley, anything soft-leaved that aphids enjoy. Nasturtiums are what's called a trap crop. Aphids prefer them, genuinely, almost absurdly prefer them. They'll pile onto the nasturtium and largely leave your herbs alone. One thing to watch, and this matters, if you let the nasturtium get heavily infested without managing it, it stops being a decoy and becomes a breeding colony. At that point, you've made the problem worse, not better. Pull affected leaves before that happens, or sacrifice the whole nasturtium if it's gotten bad. But handled simply, it buys your herbs a lot of peace for a season. Combo 3. Borage. Borage next to strawberries. The flowers are exceptionally nectar-rich. Bees find them specifically, not just accidentally. And strawberries are highly dependent on insect pollination to fruit properly. Without enough pollinator visits, you get small, misshapen fruit or very little of it. Pot them together and you're effectively sending a signal to every bee nearby. Here, right here. You'll notice more fruit set, and you'll know exactly why. There's also a traditional claim that borage repels tomato hornworm. I'll be honest, the evidence on that one is pretty thin. It gets repeated because it's been repeated, not because it's well tested. The pollinator flurry is real. That's already enough reason. One practical note, borage grows bigger than it looks on the label. Give it the center of the pot. None of this replaces good soil and consistent watering. That still does most of the work. Companion planting in containers is also less powerful than in a full garden bed. Smaller root mass, less diversity, less of an ecosystem to work with. These three are among the best evidence combinations for pot growing, but they're not magic. Start with 1, the food plant you most want to protect. Then pick its partner. Sources are linked below. I checked before writing this because the companion planting world has a lot of claims that just circulate without anyone going back to look.